There's been some things in my Siege career that I feel like I've been extremely happy about, but winning Invite just seems like 20 levels above it.
We're not done yet, okay? Listen.
That's my goal, it's Pablo's goal, it's Ben's goal, it's Gunner's goal, it's everyone, Gio, it's everyone's goal.
We really have to nut up or we're going home.
Yeah, lifting a hammer is like, for me, I'd basically complete Siege.
So with it being a new team, I mean, I've been very confident heading into SI as being like our first tournament as a team. Obviously, you know, we got Ben. This is the very beginning of like an era because we're going to be a team for a very long time, and I think we're going to compete at the highest level, and we're going to get a chip eventually.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ben has brought like, or just added a lot of like not only just experience, but kind of like the EU type of like play style. He kind of knows like how they play. So I think coming into it, we knew the caliber player Ben was. It was just more of like, can we make it like fit in and work with our system?
I think like talent-wise, like on paper, we're better than pretty much every team in the world. Obviously, we should have to show that, and I think our biggest like opponent will be ourselves. Leave me alone, man. Primal.
Richie literally sees a cardboard box and goes, boom, every single Amazon package.
Oh, Lauren, we're eating them all right now.
There's only 3 left, oh my gosh. Ben, relax.
Oh, damn, boy, look at these.
Yeah, brother.
Ooh, give me one of these.
Hey, hi, boy. Liquid, we've never played. I've always wanted to be able to play them. For me, I want to play like all like the great teams just to see how we stack up against them, because you watch them play and you see like, oh, they do really well, or like that would never happen against us is a thing I say. You know, it's things a few of my teammates say like, oh, it's like that would never happen against us. So I just want like a chance to prove it and see where we stack up against them. And then obviously playing everyone, it's international, so I'm here to play other teams. It's nice than playing just NA.
Our group was pretty good. I thought we were going to do good against Liquid and Wolves, just how play style wise. I think we're really aggressive and we like to fight. And I think they struggle with that, and we kind of showcase that in our games.
So we should, bring up the energy. We just do what we gotta do. We do what we need to do, and we ball out. But that's how we do.
Frauds on 3.
Frauds on 3.
1, 2, 3, frauds!
Citizen definitely not missing his mark when it comes to changing teams. Explosive timing just way off there for Ask as the screen gets shook to heck and back. He tries to work his way in there, not able to read into it appropriately, and the rest of the execute as well just falls to pieces right before our very eyes here. If you use that rifle too early, they're going to know exactly what's going on, and well, the round's practically over. I wouldn't say it's just done just yet, but that right there. Yeah, Ask going down initially, not the biggest of deals. I mean, it's definitely a problem, but my goodness, Soniqs. It's a 5 versus 2. Palu and Ask now forced to pick up the pieces. It won't be a flawless round as Palu takes down Citizen, but Grixer guns back quite quickly. Ask very low on HP now. 50 HP and a drain, but Grixer quick to thwart all of those plans.
Immediately jumping into the action. Oh, and what a play from Gio to come up on his flank there. Gio will go down. Screw the soft breach. He just wanted the gun apparently as he pushes directly in through Laundry or Red Hall. The rest of the team is scrambling to try and get back into the site, but no! Grixer just goes huge with a triple kill on the spray instead.
Damn, they need comms to be able to watch that other angle. A nice kill there from Gunner. Nobody can stop the plan. It's a 2 versus 2. Ask has to win this gunfight and he will. Gunner now has to try and pick up the pieces in the 1 versus 2. He's got a perfect gun for this. The RX. Man, it feels like a grand final and we're only in the group stage here. Gunner back and the Soniqs get the first map. Citizen 1-0 with the Soniqs to start with the squad.
That was a great first map. We're not done yet, okay? But, they're going to come back and do their 8 victory chants, like the bullshit. We just keep rocking, bro. We keep reacting, we keep pummeling, we keep, diving in deep.
You see Paul's face? It was like red.
So like,
well, yeah, motherfucker went 1 in 10. Like, I'd be mad too.
Let's just keep giving them shit. Just keep
patience, guys. Patience and together. That's it. Keyword patience and together.
Just keep it fucking low. Let's go.
Frauds on 3. 1, 2, 3, frauds!
It's up to Palu and Ask here to retake the game, to retake this round as well. Not going too swimmingly, unfortunately. Grixer as well as Rex quickly shut things out. Getting a bit deeper into this round now.
Perfect. Oh my god!
Soniqs continue to surprise with the amount of aggression they successfully bring out. So far, though, it looks like the Soniqs are, like we said at the end of the first map, to make a statement. And a statement they are making here.
I saw some people rotating around down low as well. But after that good shot there from Rexon, this might have opened the board up. Rexon, he's getting so much done. Palu can't win the fight. All he had to do was hit Rexon a singular time. With the Soniqs, they're getting it done.
Brings it down to a 1v1 outright. Resets has retrieved the case, but immediately Rexon has his angle when he
tries to rotate through Kitchen. What? I know they got the other one, but my gosh, that is crazy. And well, luckily enough, that didn't really take too much communication, did it? As we saw, Liquid was just waiting for that to happen. Gio's gonna take a lot of hits, but oh my, Gio walks him right into the corner. Alu, where they could potentially come from down low. Oh, Alu's gonna get down via a frost mat over in the corner. Lugonis, he has to win this. Big problems. Oh my, low HP for both of them. A singular shot back and forth. It's gonna be the shot heard around the group stage for Soniqs. If they can get it done, Gio! He sails the deal for the Soniqs. 2-0.
Huge win, boys.
After the Liquid win, I think people might have started taking us seriously, because I think for a while it's kind of like a meme, like, oh, super team this, super team that, and then you actually start winning and people against actual good teams like Liquid, and I think it starts like showcasing or just proving to people that you actually can contend.
What I don't like is like the bickering mid game. Just cut that out and we're good to go.
Yeah, the bickering and the hindsight, guys, those are two things that will like kill us late, like
As long as we just like keep
later
each
in the
other
tournament.
up, like just.
Because we played great Siege, and we have to like make sure.
Well, like I said before, I think there's a big difference between like
We just contradict what I want to play on defense.
we get a new map, honestly.
I mean, I think we have a pretty big map pool. I might as well feel like we should just show everything out.
Oregon?
Well, yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like group stage and playoffs, I mean, it's just as important to like, obviously, like, we want the best case scenario.
I feel like if we
might not even show it, you never know.
I feel like if we rest the map too, like people will think that we'll change our shit. So.
Wolves yesterday for me just were not on the ball. I think it's something that's been coming for a long time. They just don't have the legs, in my eyes, to really challenge for the championship team.
They get the down on one. They can't quite get the lock in from the second, but the kid is out of pocket down on the floor. BB with some control over to the side of Laundry. Gio, he's digging his way through. He's able to get the Karen. Gets the drop on the door player. They're going to the shotgun. It's locked down. Gio gets the pieces over the line. I think at this point they're trying to pinch out the corridor on the back end player. There's Gio. Gets the kill. The SMG with Rexon in the site, and Soniqs. They have the body count to try and throw somebody at this problem, and Rise knows this. So he goes in, but gets knocked right back out. There's the movement, and there's Soniqs. 4 plants, 4 diffuses. Now it's 1v3. Gio's going to get the plant down, but Rexon holds his nerve. Brilliant round from Soniqs. From start to finish. How do they keep doing this? Above the hatch, gets the drop on the player. Gunner is just cruising through reading, but the only book is how to kill French players. Bibu, he's in a 1v1 with a Monty. Doesn't get it. Gio with the white swing, and P4. Soniqs 7-3 on a map that they haven't played in a very long time. But my God, did they play it today. And Citizen has the lockdown on the back end of Frost Mat. That's 2 for 2 on the same window. And Citizen gets the push. Gio breakdances with a shotgun. Right, sure didn't. 10-6, and he's looking for the next. But Gio is able to make the wiggle dance work. There's one more. Shinka gets the trade, and suddenly it's a 3 versus 1. And they still have a mirror window in pocket as well, just in case. I don't think we'll see that. What we'll see is another 4 points. Soniqs, they keep screaming through their games here. Wolves, unfortunately, for the 2nd day in a row, will have to leave tails tucked behind their legs and work out just what can be done to break the massive divide that is starting to open up in this spring.
It's because all these teams, you just do nothing, and they just
sit still and they don't know what to do.
They just all freak out.
Dude, there was one round where I literally just ran into pillar and killed the planner. I don't know what was going on. I was watching 90 cam and I just saw your little silhouette. I just fucking full sprint. I didn't know what happened. I heard someone got down pillar and I just...
So we started off really hot, you know, both 2-0s, you know, maximizing our points to 8, which was really big because I'm pretty sure at that time, like with how the other games went, I think we already locked in playoffs. And then we played M&M, which those guys like greatly improved, you know, compared to the last time we played them. They're a whole different team. They're a lot better. And we knew it was going to be a hard game, you know. We knew that those guys were going to be very good.
So like heading into the M&M game, I woke up, like it's not an excuse, but I felt like a little bit groggy, and I usually never do.
Solitov dies to Rexon, who gets the refrag, and with a minute to go, look at how close Grixer is to the bomb site, joined by Gunner. These 2 players were so fast to get in. No! Oh man.
10 seconds to go.
They'll fire away. And they'll decide to feed him kills at this point. Why not? stop him from getting into the building. Gunner picks up 3 kills. It's suddenly a 1v1 if he can get to Nafe, but he doesn't. He'll drop in the doorway, but it's a little bit underthrown. So what happens? Nello in the follow-up, but Soniqs are pushing back on this M&M entrance. Nello the flashbang, he'll take some control over by the stairs, only good enough for 1. He just has to run up and take the engagement head on, and he'll go through and he gets it. Gio's return to the bomb site, greets Nello with the SMG-11. Gio gets 2 to his name. A 2v2 now, Gio a 3rd, and he just hops on the diffuser. He'll rely on Citizen to cover. He just knows the sounds. Try to psych him out, but Tyrant is simply better. M&M finding 2 kills. Now it's Grixer's turn to die, but Rexen off site. Nello walks right in, down goes Gio. They'll exchange words, Rexen down for the count. It's Gunner, the only one still up for Soniqs. Gunner in weight room. No gains whatsoever for Soniqs, but it's a gained round for M&M as they move to map point. Nade primed and ready, goes in. Nello, leadoff kill onto Gunner in this execute. Nafe taking some damage, but M&M are cleaning house. Soniqs have lost 3 players. Rexen will need to clutch. Diffuser in the hands of Uzis. If Rexen can stop it, he'll send his team to overtime. And suddenly Rexen kills them all. He just needs to get to Uzis, and he does it! Good God damn, what a play by Richie! He thought the match was over.
Obviously, like, it was really close. I just think things were not going our way. Like, it's just Siege, you know, there's timing, like, or a grenade, like, blowing up, like, Pablo threw a grenade and blew him up and Gunner up, and that never happens.
It's now M&M who's totally defanging Soniqs. Their 2 kills, a 3rd will come in. M&M, they allowed Richie, they allowed Rexen to live, but they do not allow SQ to win this round.
Minor mistakes like that can cost you. So just like, we more so lost to ourselves than them playing good. I don't think they're a bad team. I think they've played like phenomenal. Like I think they're one of the first teams ever to go flawless in their group and invite. If those minor mistakes obviously had went our way, we win that match.
It's Rexen now, lined up, staring down a black mirror to retrieve the diffuser. Playing inside a bathroom, good enough for 1, but that's it for Soniqs. Inside a wait, it's M&M to lift themselves over SQ.
I figured he could be able to rotate.
Honestly, that map should have been ours. Like, we trolled 2 TKs. Like, nades and then TKs. And then at the end, like, we're in sight and we're flashing sight still. Like, I got full blind and I died to a guy buffing. Like, we literally lost by 1 round and we trolled 2 rounds. Literally, a nade and another TK. Like, it's like, there's no, I can't see anything negative. Like, the nade, yeah, like, just move on.
People are calling for help. Rotate and help them, but don't get caught off by yourself. Don't be out on an island. We don't need any hero plays. Play around each other, play together, play together.
Yeah, let's start helping.
Yes, help each other.
Before this match started, at least their highest percentage win rate on the defensive side across all their games so far, whereas Soniqs have the highest attacking win rate so far. So really are 2 of the top teams and in the same group.
Grixer will watch that one as it gets blown wide open. Rexen down for the count. Grixer yet another kill, 8 to his name. No deaths, but that'll be the end of the streak. As M&M finally win a round, sweeping through the last 3 players. Tyrant will try to cut off Soniqs, and he starts with a kill onto the Azami. Rexen goes down to Solitov, who gets onto the board. Nave at the halfway mark, up the diffuser, and Citizen can't shut him down. A bounce back from Sonic appears to be happening as M&M are having some difficulties getting in the building. When they get in, they just die. Down goes Grixer, that's the first player from Soniqs to fall. Rexen joins him. Gio on the board. Nello next to go. It's Nafe in a 1v3. He's got a single kill this half. 4 seconds to add to the tally. And he's just not gonna get it done. Cannot secure, gets the down. Soniqs. Down goes Rexen though, and that was the real Citizen, not a clone. Very quickly, Soniqs getting jumped upon by this M&M team. Gio also finds himself on the wrong side of a player from M&M. They know where he's coming from though, and he'll be pressured from Bar. Has to pick the right side, but they've got a crossfire. Nafe knows there's one from above, but he's playing this not the way he wants. Nafe, there's 3 targets and you haven't found a single one. You do. Both teams could potentially lose one. Nafe lit up. There's the smoke. They're trying to get through the Monte, and M&M doing it though. I don't know exactly how they accomplish that, but M&M answer back Soniqs round with a flawless one of their own. A utility dump from Gunner will at least get one of the magnets over by Terrace. Down goes Citizen. Gunner in, checks the wrong way, and M&M seal the deal on that round.
Eminem was probably like, I kind of figured it was gonna be like our hardest game, because even in the major, they were like, I felt like they were a good team. I still think they were like they're like a good team. They obviously they have shooters too, and they just honestly just played a better siege that day.
Grixer doesn't hold on to that diffuser. It's been dropped. 40 seconds to retrieve it, but now it's just Grixer to die to Tyrant. Undefeated.
I said it on board yesterday. Remember our horizontal attacks? It feels like we just can't sit still for like 2 seconds. Like like we just either all die. I don't know how to explain it. It feels like we just don't have patience. Which I understand sometimes we want to get in the building, but it feels like we need to work these fucking rounds, if that makes sense.
Well, do you think we should unattack Joe? Do you think I want to like,
Our
we should switch a little bit? I'm not saying we have to play a different play style, but like, I do think I'm like, I know we're gonna run into that issue later on. Where like,
well, that's what I'm telling you. The way we play the game right now is we're gun heavy. No matter how much you guys like, or anyone wants to say no or not, like we like to take fights and it's fine. The problem is when that shit doesn't work for us, we need to like result back to like kind of like structured siege, where it's kind of like we can fix it up depending on the map. But like I feel like we can depend on that, and we can like that would like think about how many people like when people like entry us, like how many drones they have in front of them for the most part.
And obviously they ended up getting first seed, which is what I think any team wants, just to get a bye. So one more game and you make the stage basically. So now we have to actually win 2 games on the same day to make it.
Tomorrow we don't have an official match, but we're gonna obviously we're gonna talk about who we want to play. We're gonna choose who we want to play. We're gonna VOD review, probably gonna scrim, and just get mentally prepared for our match that's gonna be happening in 2 days.
I think matchup-wise is a big PC.
Yeah, I think matchup-wise, it's too hard to like not pick that.
I wouldn't have a problem against W7. The problem is like it's just like it's obviously the hardest matchup. So it's just not even the hardest matchup. It's just kind of like the ballsy one.
Well, I mean, I would if everyone was gonna do it, I would for sure do it.
Because I think obviously now XG, I feel like I feel like the way they play is kind of counters to us. And then DZ, I feel like we could win, but the problem is they play really slow, so we're gonna have to play like a really slow siege. We already know what happens. They fucking run us over on attack, and then we hop on defense, and we always come back.
I think the sucks that 2 out of 3 teams are two out of 3 teams are literally fucking an A teams for that, and that we happen to scrim literally leading up all to the event.
Soniqs.
Dark Zero.
Dark Zero. Just mark it down.
This is his ass. This might be fucking 50 and 8 teams game.
Now that we've made it, past group stage, it's like 3 stages, There's group stage, then you go to playoffs, and then from playoffs, if you make main stage, which is like the upper bracket finals, then you play in front of thousands of people, and that's our goal. So our goal is to win, but obviously we want to play in front of fans. That's my goal, it's Pablo's goal, it's Ben's goal, it's Gunner's goal, it's everyone, Gio, it's everyone's goal, and that's what you're here for. So you got to take it one step at a time. We've done with groups, now we're at playoffs, we're back to 0-0. We take every match like it's our final one, and there's not really many room for mistakes.
Yep. You can choose to start as Team A or Team B.
Oh, Team B.
Okay.
Then Villa.
Fan theme.
Yeah, we ended up getting 2nd seed, so we got the first choice. So we got to pick a 3rd seed. And the options were OXG, DZ, and W7M.
OXG were definitely like our toughest opponent. I think those guys matched up with us the best. I think they're a really good team. The final decision came down like W7M or DZ. We were kind of like in the limbo in between. It was like, do we want to play W7M because it's not a team, it's like an international team, and international teams, sometimes are like a lot easier to play against because, they don't study you like religiously, you don't scrim them religiously, you don't, they don't always know your tendencies and whatnot.
For us, it was just kind of how we thought stylistically we would match up with teams. So I thought DZ was probably our best option.
But they've lost 2 big players. Trying to pressure now Skies with some big shots. Playing very well off this position. Constantly baited in. NJR with some nice shots. He'll get down, but it's a flawless round for Dark Zero. Pre-fires in through the smoke. Citizen, he's good to see through stuns, not smokes. It's up to Skies to try and stop this now, but he's dead and gone.
Canadian left alone, gets a dirty one as he hops over the banister to finish things off, but is not able to take it further than that.
Everybody trying to rotate around each other. Rexon with a big kill, but a pre-fire. Skies catching 2 inside of Freezer. Nobody checking the position he played the last time on the top floor. One has to be in reading, but Citizen with some big shots from down low. And JR, he has to kill 3 here, and the position's too strong from the Soniqs. I think they've finally gotten it done on the mid-level, and JR, he chooses wrong.
Oh, nicely done.
as he nearly has to do a double take. They're giving Rex the time to spin back against him, and unbeknownst to him, also knocks off half the HP from Grixer here too. Nicely done, but Grixer is able to readjust. He picks up one. Citizen has already grabbed the second. Skies is all that remains. He cannot win the fight around the bomb chassis there. And now it's Panba. Moves himself forward here as well. There we go. He strikes true after getting that plant down on the ground. Geo! It's the outright counter defuse attempt. Geo goes for it. Nearly may have actually had it had he stuck it on the initial attempt here, but got off of it for a completely valid safety reason. Now Canadian as well moves forward to get that nearly guaranteed kill we talked about a moment ago. That'll seal the deal on the map, and they take the 1-0 lead in the series with it.
I think we just freaked out. After I got those 2 kills, everyone like freaked out. Cause like right there, like so right there after you get those 2 kills, everyone just has to like. I know, literally. Cause after those 2 kills, everyone just needs to like buddy, just let hug with somebody or something.
Position, Rexon, he's looking for it. He's ready. No one goes well with a frost mat, a human frost mats. Rexon, how? Why? Dark Zero, please. A comms check needed for Dark Zero there as they are dealt with. Given where they're at in the round, smart to hold things back here. Dude, how low this is going to be brought down now. Gunnar seals the deal on Canadian. And with the time now, giving us the warning there. You heard the announcer talking about it. It is going to take us very quickly to the end of the round. Sonic still in control, 4-0.
The last time that they were in this position, Skies will get taken down. Gunner's going to swing, and so far so good from the Sonics. A 2 versus 1, a drop in on top of the case for Canadian. He can't find the player, tries to sprint out. Grixer will find him instead.
And JR found out after some considerable delay, and is now left down to only Canadian, way far away from the site here, playing all the way on the inside of Customs. Red into his position as well. And JR decides to take a step forward now, challenge it himself. He goes down, and even worse, Giveni, who is supporting him, is eliminated also. This is not the start to this round that Dark Zero needed, and unfortunately, it's going to continue to get even worse. Gunnar with the next slapdown eliminates Canadian. Skies is the only one left here, and he'll go down quite quickly as well to Gunnar.
Way to work it, boy! Good job. Renan, Gio, get up, buddy.
Some big kills here from the Sonics. Be able to equalize it now before Pambazu pulls him back across the line. Grixer trying to deal with the position inside of blue. Big damage, nice angle from Canadian on the hatch will get it done. Rest of the squad has to help with this. Big kills from the Sonics. Have beads on every entry point. Dark Zero, no recoil, nothing to come through. Finally, Pambazu, but he's already dead. He's got to work his way solo dolo all the way into sight.
The nade will roll out here to try and deal with the barricade. Should knock it down. I believe they may have another one waiting in the pocket. They're not going to need it anyway. Giveni with the aggressive swing. The whole team busted out here to try and shut down the execute, and it'll work. There's the clink. You'll have heard that around the corner. Skies, of course, the first one is a bait. Lets his teammate distract it. Skies gets the trade, though, even though Canadian goes down. Now it's the 1v1, and unfortunately, they're not ready for that full wrap that Gio went for towards the tail end of it there. And he moves up towards it. Gio should be able to get past it. A little bit of an awkward angle, but he steals the playbook out of his opponent's hands and does one better as well. There's the shot from Giveni to shut down the first.
No.
Where is the second? Almost got it done with the sidearm, but Rexon wins it out instead. Rexon did fend off some of the Arsenal pressure, and now Giveni's got to go to work excessively so. He'll trail a third kill here with the loss of Panba being considered. Gio finally puts him down. Sky is all that remains. He at least gets the plant and is able to battle out from that, bringing it down to a 1v1. Can he maintain? Indeed he can! A big clutch from Skies yet again! Finally responding with a deep hold inside of Dirt, but Gio already with the counter for that. Beautifully played out here from the Sonics. Took us a while to get the execute into the actual site. Once they found those blue entries, things quickly fell into their hands.
That last round, you know, 7-7 map 3 had like a lot of emotion, a lot of like the stakes were really high, you know, there was, you know, a lot of passion going into that round.
Works his way in. Citizen striking back though from the inside, and Grixer does the same. The cross against Blue may very well be what sends Dark Zero down the river here, but they're not giving up just yet. Panba with another exchange set against him, and Impact does some slight damage to both Giveni and Panba. They're getting tripped up, they're getting congested. This is the problem for DZ. Now they don't have enough space to make this work, it seems.
That's definitely a round that I think we won 99 out of 100 times over again. You know, we were definitely in the advantage.
Getting themselves out to Arsenal. They'll at least start the plant, but now we're at 0 time. Oh, Panba though holding the line for the fight. Coming down. Giveni with the big shutout. Dark Zero winning out in the final.
Yeah, I think the final round was really bad because we should have won it, if we're being honest. Like, we should have killed the guy that was holding the planner, but obviously mistakes happen, nerves rise, and I think the biggest emotion from us was just that we were just annoyed at how we lost, because we didn't lose the way we should have. They didn't outstrate us, they didn't outplay us. We just panicked in the end game, and they didn't, so.
The counts were kind of meat at the end. It is what it is, we just couldn't sit still. Obviously, I think today we just ran into the biggest issue we've ever ran into, where we're sitting there and we're paralyzed, I feel like. And I feel like literally throughout the whole day today, I literally either got ran up on or nitroed. And like, I know for example in scrims, either those people die or the C4 gets shot. And don't get me wrong, obviously I'm not expect you guys to be fucking superheroes every time you kill me, but I don't think I got a single bomb down today that it wasn't like, that I didn't die. I don't know if it's because we're like, nervous, because I'm telling you, I think it's because we're scared to lose. It feels like we just don't want to run in there. And like, I get it. I mean, no one wants to like either lose or have bad KD, or now we're just lose in general or just die. But it feels like that's how we're playing. We have to nut up or we're going home. Simple as that. Because it's gonna be the same. Like now we got to play like fucking how many games? 8 games, 7 games to win, or 6.
I understand sometimes we tunnel, but that one round does not explain the other 4 rounds that we lost, where it was also 2v1. Those rounds are really big to win on our side and to lose, because that's a lot of fucking momentum for the other team.
It's way hard to play your own region, I feel like, just for the fact that they kind of know what you do. You scrim like 24/7, depending on what like teams you scrim. So I feel like us playing international teams kind of showed like the potential we have, regardless of the holes we showed. But like at the end of the day, we ended up matching up with 2 NA teams and they sent us home. So.
Don't worry about it.
You fight for each other! They fight for their rights! They keep playing! We gonna go out there! And we gonna play our hearts! And we play our hearts! We gonna be happy no matter the result! We gonna live in the moment! We gonna take every decision together! We have to go play! All day long! All day long! Every day long! Monday long! Tuesday long! Wednesday long! Thursday long! Friday long! Saturday long! Sunday long! Thursday long!
SQ working from behind, a desperate attempt from Gio finds absolutely nothing. Still just watching himself bleed away, but there's a pick for Gio. Cannot get to safety as Grixer comes to the rescue. He's got 2 picks and a third as they try to dive on him, but nobody can slow down Pablo. There it goes, diffuser going down. How is the coverage from Soniqs? Gio at the halfway point. Goodbye, Gunner. Forrest doing great work, but there's Citizen from above. They don't seem to know this. Gio is down, Citizen falls. Rex in the clutch out. Astralis picking it up in the post. Planted. Well, Rexon doesn't know that J90 is looking through a windows. Clock continuing to run. Iconic. Great game sense. He'll have to duel Grixer. He's full HP. Grixer not. Knows where he is though now, playing on this armory wall. Iconic has some protection, baits it out, just killing time, but Grixer expects to jump out and sends Soniqs to map 2 up 1-0. 3v3, 20 seconds to go. Shuttle in a great position with the shotgun, playing next to the laundry machines. It's an easy swing to take out almost all the HP, but Gio is prepared for it. He needs to put something to work. He can't do it. J90 and Grixer in a 1v1 with 5 seconds left. And Pablo can't do a thing. Yeah. Grixer's ready for it. He sees the blitz going. Grixer has the cross. You thought you could accomplish it, but you could not. Now Grixer will sit there and post up as Soniqs, Gunner in particular, gets 2, sends drops to Shuttle. They're out of action, and it's Spiff in a 1v4. Soniqs hoping to regain the lead, push themselves ever closer to ending this series and continuing their lower bracket run, and they'll do just that on this round. 2 more to go.
Could find an absolute freak on South Server.
Oh, and Iconic finds that opening. Suddenly, Astralis has reduced Soniqs to just Gunner, and the moment he engages a single player, they're gonna punish him for it. Try to knock this shield loose. Gio taking some damage, and now he'll slow them down. He relies on his team to do some damage, but Astralis' guns are better. An act of desperation from Geo, but Astralis send us to map number 3. The same scoreline as which it happened in map 1. No way they're swinging this. They do. Gunnar gets very, well, it's actually Rexon who gets very confident. Gunnar loses his life, and now Rexon's itching for a fight towards Cafe. He just might get it and mows them both down. That's a huge play from Rexon to maintain control of Cafe. Spiff dies as well. These rounds so fast and so furious. Citizen sees the gun barrel, and that's an easy pick on to Iconic. What do you do? You have an IQ on the board, you should be able to find them, but sometimes in your haste, you're not always seeing. Iconic rushes in, there he goes. A double frost, Matt Forrest cannot contend, and Gunnar destroys J90.
Astralis looking very comfortable so far in this round.
Yeah, this is actually huge for Spiff.
Again.
Astralis hitting their marks. Soniqs lead, still holding firm, but about to go down by 1 round. You might actually be able to get all the Selmas and keep some of this bomb site intact. Forrest finds 2 very quick picks, and Iconic on that flank is just as good as ever. Kill had gone to Citizen on the glass. Gunnar now one as well. Astralis cannot stop this advance from Soniqs. SQ are just hitting all their shots. Forrest will contend against the diffuser down. He sees the blitz, and here comes the pain! Flawlessly done by Soniqs. Both these teams have flawlessed each other. Problem for Soniqs. Do you stall out? Only 40 seconds to go. Goodbye, Gunnar. Iconic, a beautiful shot. He's still in a powerful position, playing by that B-bomb chassis. Grixer and Citizen are known for winning games single-handedly. They need to start getting picks. Forrest down, J90 removed as well. Grixer a flash, but it's all up to Grixer. He can't get it done. Soniqs go home, Astralis move on.
Yeah, I was really sad. I worked hard all year to get to this spot. Yeah, invite, and then kind of we just blew it away. I think it's just the same issues came from Dark Zero. We should have played better in the end game. We shouldn't have panicked. We should have helped each other more. We should have been there for each other. So I think that was the biggest letdown for us.
I wouldn't say we underestimated them. I feel like Astralis is a good team, I would say. So I wouldn't say it was like a crazy surprise, but I mean, we're definitely confident going in. It's just sometimes it doesn't go your way and just your foes get exposed. I mean, I'm confident just moving forward. I would say we need a directional change from like where the team's heading, and I feel like I'm comfortable saying that we are heading that way.
After losses, it gets very emotional, especially after like you are out of an event type of loss, you know. But no, I mean, it was good. You know, we pinpointed specific points that we wanted to go forward and work on as a team, and we pinpointed, you know, like in-game stuff too, you know, whether it's like how we want to play our defense, you know, our attacks, pretty much like a good blueprint going forward. You know, I definitely think that the future's bright with this roster. I definitely think that we have a lot of potential.
The fans should definitely trust us. Like, if we're losing these rounds by 1 to 2 and we're destroying the teams all over the match, like we have the potential. We just need to unlock it.